Hi everyone, and welcome to this third video in our Introduction to Animation series. Today we're going to focus on timing, and I'm going to create a short, simple animation about the journey of a little red ball as he tries to cross a valley. Okay, so as you can see in my timeline, I have two layers. The first layer, let's just turn off red ball. The first layer is just a valley. Very simple. Basically two lines that I've drawn with the pencil tool. And my second layer is a basic red ball. Now I know some of you are frustrated about my lack of drawing skills, but at this stage of our tutorial series we're not really interested in creating nice drawings. We're studying the basic concepts of animation. We will get to drawing later. Don't panic. We're not there yet. Okay, so bear with me. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select my my red ball. Oh, no, I don't want to select that. Oh, I've got an idea. Let's lock the valley layer so we can no longer interact with it. There we go. So now I'm free just to play with the red ball. I'm just going to put it into position. I'm just going to zoom in, Control plus on the keyboard. There we go. That's it. Just going to start pretty much on the line. And on the red ball there, let's start moving that ball. We know how to do this now. Our lovely friend at the F6 button. I'm just going to follow the line of the valley surface. And he goes down into the little dip here. And then he kind of comes up. And that's when he hits that edge and he jumps. He starts to leap. Oh yes, let's just zoom out and let's just see where he's leaping to. So I've done a new F6. He keeps going up. F6, up, F6. He starts to come down. Gravity. Is he going to make it? Of course he's going to make it. Come on. Come on, red ball. You can do it. He made it. What a hero. But, of course, as he lands on the ground, he's definitely going to just bounce up again as he moves forward. And he's going to keep moving forward, but he's just bouncing a little bit more up, a little bit down. Let's just zoom in so we can really get into the heart of this thing. And he just kind of bounces up, down, up, down. Always moving forward, but just gently kind of bouncing up and down. And finally he just kind of rolls off the scene. So let's zoom out and have a look at that. I'm just going to drag that around. Boom, 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 boom. That's a big leap. That's a big jump there, isn't it? I wonder if we can put another keyframe in there. If I press that frame and do F6, will I get another keyframe? Don't think so. No. Oh well, we'll come back to that later. Control Enter. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new layer called Shark. And my shark is going to come into this movie. Well, let's just figure this out. I don't want the shark to be seen at the beginning of the movie. No. The shark comes into the movie around about here, just as the red ball leaps into the air. There. Or maybe there. It doesn't matter. I can edit this later. Let's say the shark appears here. So I'm going to lock the red ball layer. Lock it up. On the shark layer, at this point here, I'm going to press F6 on the keyboard. This is where the shark comes into the movie. Now, the first thing, of course, that I'm going to have to do is draw the shark. So I'm going to take the pencil tool. Again, guys, please be patient. We're not really caring too much about drawing yet. We're just drawing basic shapes. So please excuse my wonderful shark. I will zoom in and just give him some teeth, just to be fair to the guy. And let's use the oval tool just to give him a mean looking eye. And of course we all know that sharks have evil looking yellow eyes. So let's just do that. Just going to bend that eye a little bit just to make it look a little bit nasty. Oh yes! There's my shark! Now because I've locked the red ball and the valley layer, it's going to be easy just to select that shark pretty quickly. Okay? But anyway, let's go to that starting frame on the shark layer. And now I'm going to press F6 on the keyboard. F6. The shark starts jumping. F6. The shark comes up and maybe his mouth starts opening. Can we do that? How can we make it look like his mouth is opening? I've got an idea. Let's use the lasso tool to carefully select the lower half of this guy's mouth. So that just selects that bit. Let's use the rotate tool. Let's rotate from that rotation point, and now let's kind of swing his mouth open and just get that connected. And let's just see what that looks like. Ding, 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 ding. And let's do another F6 after that frame there. F6 again, and he moves up more, and this time let's use the lasso tool again to everything is selected. We're just going to select the top half of his jaw this time, just that stuff there, and we're going to rotate from that point down there and just rotate around. And we'll just finish by connecting up the jaw. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, and then we're just going to go into that last keyframe that we made. The black dot, by the way, is called a keyframe. It's when something is changing, and we press F6 to make that happen. So we go into that last one and just press F6. The ball is gone. So he failed miserably, but let's move him. He's still traveling in an upward direction. I'm just using the arrow keys on the keyboard. He's still going up, and his jaw is closing again. So let's do that trick. This time this is the rotation point. We'll rotate it around, and we'll just connect him up again. Let's just erase that bit there. And I will use the pencil tool just to connect that to that. Okay, I can do better than that, but that's fine for the moment. Ding, 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 ding. And then F6, and let's start to bring him back down from where he came. And as he goes down, maybe he's just kind of rotating a little bit. And down, and F6 and down, and F6 and move, F6, move, F6, move, F6, down. And let's have a look at that. Control Enter. It's very fast, isn't it? Let's just change the frame rate of my movie. Let's go to Modify, Document. The frame rate controls how fast your movie plays. My movie is playing at 24 frames in 1 second. So let's just see what that means. Where is 24 frames? That's about 24 frames there. In fact, I think it's the next one. That's 24 frames. So all of this takes 1 second to complete if the frame rate is 24 frames per second. So there's 1 second, and there's another 0.3 seconds or something like that. So this movie takes 1.3 seconds to complete. If my frame rate is 24 frames per second. Let's change that to, let's halve it. Let's make it 12. So 12 frames per second is, well, there's 12 frames. That takes about 1 second. That's about a second of animation. then another 12 seconds. That's another 12 seconds. So that's 2 seconds. Sorry, another 12 frames. So there's 2 seconds of animation, and then we've got a little bit at the end. About 2.5 seconds of animation. So notice that the shark, let's look at the shark layer. Nothing happens at the start of the shark layer. The shark doesn't appear in the movie until frame 8. And then the shark starts doing stuff. Okay? So I guess your challenge is to create your own animation, create a valley scene, have a character that's trying to cross the valley, and have something, it doesn't have to be a shark, that in some way interacts with this character as the animation is playing.